Donald Trump retains a commanding lead in the final Des Moines Register/NBC News/Mediacom Iowa poll before Monday's caucuses, with Nikki Haley sliding past Ron DeSantis into second place. The former president is the first choice of 48% of likely Republican caucus goers, while former United Nations Ambassador Haley is at 20% and Florida Gov. DeSantis drops to 16%. No other candidate reaches double digits. The poll of 705 likely Republican caucus goers was conducted January 7 to 12 Selzer & Co. Its margin of error is plus or minus 3.7 percentage points. Here's a look at how each of the 6 Republican presidential candidates is doing in the Iowa caucuses, and how that compares to their support early in the campaign cycle. Donald Trump's approval rating has dropped 3 percentage points since the last Iowa poll in December, but he maintains a 28 percentage point lead over his closest rival, Haley, and is winning support from 48% of likely Republicans. Among beginners, Trump's lead is greater, 56% to Haley's 14% and DeSantis 13%. He also leads his opponents across demographics. More than 4 in 5 Trump supporters, 82%, say they have made up their minds, while only 18% say they can be persuaded to support someone else. Trump supporters also show great enthusiasm for his candidacy. Almost half, 49%, say they are very excited for him, while another 39% say they are very excited, 11% say they are a little excited, and 0% say they are not that much excited. Here's how his support in Iowa changed during the campaign. January, 48% say Trump is their first choice. December, 51% said he was their first choice. October, 43% said he was their first choice. August, 42% said he was their first choice. Trump maintains the largest footprint of any candidate, calculated by adding up those who say he is their first choice, second choice, or someone they are actively considering. January, 67% say they consider Trump in some way. December, 76% said they would consider him in some way. October, 67% said they would consider him in some way. August, 63% said they would consider him in some way. 4,444 Trump's approval rating among likely Republican candidates is down 3 percentage points from a record high in December, but the percentage of representatives who view him favorably is still higher than any other candidate by double digits. January, 69% positive, 29% negative, 2% unsure. December, 72% positive, 28% negative, 1% uncertain. October, 66% positive, 32% negative, 1% unsure. August, 65% positive, 33% negative, 2% uncertain. Nikki Haley passed DeSantis for the first time in the Iowa poll and is now the first choice among 20% of likely Republican bowlers, up from 60% in December. That puts him in second place, 28 percentage points behind Trump. Only 9% of Haley supporters say they are very excited about her candidacy, compared to 21% in December, while 30% say they are very excited. In the new poll, nearly half of Haley's supporters said they were somewhat enthusiastic, 49%, and 12% were not so enthusiastic. Between Trump, DeSantis, and Haley, his double-digit not-so-enthusiastic rating is the highest in an Iowa poll this election cycle. 63% of Haley supporters say they have made up their minds, while 37% say they could still be persuaded to support someone else. Half of Haley's supporters describe themselves as either political independents, 39%, or Democrats, 11%. He wins 33% of political independents, up 10 percentage points from December, but still behind Trump, who wins 37% of independents. January, 20% say Haley is their first choice. December, 16% said he was their first choice. October, 16% said he was their first choice. August, 6% said he was their first choice. Haley's footprint dipped below 50% for the first time since August, indicating that some likely GOP supporters have turned her off when deciding which candidate to support. January, 46% say they think about Haley in some way. December, 52% said they would consider him in some way. October, 54% said they would consider him in some way. August, 40% said they would consider him in some way. Haley's approval rating among likely Republicans has fallen 11 points since the Iowa poll in December, while she has seen a 15% increase among those who say they have an unfavorable opinion of her. January, 48% positive, 46% negative, 6% unsure. December, 59% positive, 31% negative, 10% uncertain. October, 59% positive, 29% negative, 13% unsure. August, 53% positive, 26% negative, 21% unsure. Ron DeSantis has lost ground since the December Iowa poll. He is now third with 16% among likely Republican co-candidates, up from 19% in December. Enthusiasm for his candidacy has somewhat recovered since December. Now 23% say they are very excited, which is 7%, while 39% say they are very excited, 33% say they are a little excited, and 5% say they are not that excited.